Steamed buns are, one of the most iconic foods in Asia, beloved for their fluffy texture and comforting taste. They're known by many names like Baozi in China, Nikuman in Japan, and Jjinppang in Korea. Despite all the regional variations, their essence really stays the same. Soft dough steamed to perfection. The origins of steamed buns can actually be traced back to China over 1,800 years ago. According to legend, the war strategist Zhuge Liang invented Mantou, which is just a plain steamed bun during a military campaign. Over time, Baozi, a stuffed version, also became popular and spread across Asia. Steamed buns are typically made from wheat flour, water, yeast, sugar, and just a little oil. The dough is kneaded until it's soft and then left to rise, which gives the buns their airy, fluffy structure. Steaming instead of baking keeps them moist and tender. Mantou refers to plain steamed buns, and they're often eaten as a staple food in northern China. They can be served as breakfast, snacks, or even alongside savory dishes. Some variations even include sweetened mantou or fried mantou dipped in condensed milk. So, baozi, on the other hand, are steamed buns with fillings. Popular fillings include pork with cabbage, beef with onions, chicken curry, or even sweet red bean paste. These buns are usually a bit larger than mantou and are served as a complete snack or meal. The steaming process is traditionally done with bamboo steamers stacked over boiling water. This method lets the steam circulate evenly, while also infusing the buns with a subtle wooden aroma. Modern kitchens might use metal steamers or electric steamers, but the result is basically the same: soft, fluffy buns. In Japan, steamed buns are called Nikuman, which were introduced from China in the late 19th century. Japanese versions often have finely minced pork, onions, and soy-based seasonings. They are especially popular during winter, sold at convenience stores and street stalls to warm people up on cold days. So, in Korea, steamed buns are called Jjinppang or hoppang, and they're usually filled with red bean paste vegetables or meat. These buns are, commonly sold in winter at small kiosks and are a nostalgic treat for many Koreans. In Southeast Asia, baozi sort of evolved into unique local versions. In the Philippines, they're called siopao, while in Thailand, they're known as salapao. Each country, adds its own twist, like sweet barbecue pork fillings or spiced chicken. One of the most famous baozi in China is Xiaolongbao, often translated as soup dumplings. These buns are pretty delicate, filled with pork and a gelatinous broth that melts into soup when steamed. Eating Xiaolongbao actually requires careful skill to avoid spilling the hot broth. Another regional specialty is Char Siu Bao, a Cantonese dim sum favorite. These buns are filled with sweet and savory roasted pork in a sticky sauce. They are a must-have in dim sum restaurants worldwide. The dough texture of steamed buns is slightly different from bread. Because they are steamed, they remain pillowy and moist without forming a crust. This makes them ideal for holding juicy fillings without drying out. Steamed buns are often eaten for breakfast or snacks. In northern China, mantou is paired with soy milk or porridge. In southern regions, baozi is enjoyed with tea or as part of dim sum. Street vendors play a huge role in keeping steamed buns popular. In many Asian cities, you can find steaming baskets stacked high in markets and street stalls. The sight and aroma are, honestly, just irresistible to passers-by. Making steamed buns requires skill in shaping and sealing. A well-made baozi has neat pleats on top and a uniform shape. This not only makes them beautiful, but also ensures even cooking. Steamed buns are also enjoyed during festivals and celebrations. For example, giant steamed buns are made during temple fairs in China as offerings and for sharing. In Japan and Korea, seasonal festivals often feature steamed buns as warm treats. Nutritionally, steamed buns provide carbohydrates, protein, and, depending on the filling, vegetables. They can be quite balanced, especially with lean meats and greens. However, sweet versions can be, a bit more indulgent. Vegetarian and vegan fillings are, honestly, becoming more and more popular. Mushrooms, tofu, cabbage, and even plant-based meats are used to create some really tasty alternatives. This makes steamed buns suitable for a wide range of diets. Frozen steamed buns are now available in supermarkets all around the world. They can be reheated easily by steaming or microwaving, which is super convenient. This has made Baozi, Mantou and Nikuman accessible to people outside of Asia. So, beyond Asia, steamed buns have actually influenced fusion cuisine. In the West, chefs are experimenting with all sorts of fillings, like pulled pork, curry chicken, or even, chocolate. Bao buns served with these gourmet fillings have become a really trendy street food all around the world. In fine dining, chefs take steamed buns to a whole new level with artistic presentations. You'll find miniature buns, colorful dough, and some really creative fillings, making them stand out in high-end restaurants. It's a great way to showcase just how versatile this humble dish can be. Steamed buns also have a cultural meaning. In China, their round shape symbolizes family unity and prosperity. Sharing steamed buns at the table is a sign of warmth and togetherness. The preparation of steamed buns is often a family activity. Generations gather in kitchens to knead, shape, and steam the buns together. This tradition strengthens bonds and preserves culinary heritage. As globalization continues, steamed buns have become ambassadors of Asian cuisine. From New York to London, bao shops and dim sum restaurants thrive. They represent both tradition and innovation in modern food culture. In conclusion, steamed buns are more than just food. They are history, culture, and comfort wrapped in soft dough. Whether plain mantou, juicy baozi, Japanese nikuman, or Korean jjinppang, they bring warmth to every bite. Across Asia and beyond, the humble steamed bun continues to be a timeless culinary treasure.